What's up, everybody? Mitch Durfee here. A lot of people have been asking me what kind of items I travel with, what kind of drone that I use, what kind of phone that I use to make these videos. So I want to quickly go over what I carry in my bag. And again, the nice thing about a carry-on bag and carrying all this footage is it's not weighed, so you can actually pack in a lot of equipment. The only challenge is you have to actually carry it through the airports every time that you travel. So I'm going to share every item that I actually carry in my bag for every one of my trips that I go on. That way you guys can find the items that will hopefully streamline the process for you if you're picking up items for your travel blogs or anything of that nature. Of course, I highly recommend the DJI drone and a few other things like the GoPro. So I'll show you every one of those items in the videos to follow. What's up, everybody? Mitch Durfee here, coming to you from Curacao, the island. So we recently had our flight delayed by about 4 or 5 hours. It's been pushed back. So when we get into New York City tonight, it's going to be about 11 o'clock, so we're not going to make it back to Vermont tonight. So I thought I would take this awesome opportunity to show you everything that I carry when I travel. Now, this bag is a lot heavier than a normal carry-on bag because I have all my gear in here, and I'm going to show you piece by piece what I have in here. So whenever I travel, Brooklyn, I carry Brooklyn's iPad with us. It's one of the first things that we carry. That way we can keep Brooklyn occupied whenever we're on the plane, and also whenever we're going through different areas and just kind of trying to kill some time so we can focus on the business. So I'm going to start off by actually giving her this, and she's going to be playing some games as we go forward. Other than that, of course, other things I carry when I'm on this trip or traveling, I always carry a book. Are you going to record too, Brooklyn? So Brooklyn's going to also make a video. But one of the other things I always do is I always carry a book with me because I always like to make sure I'm crushing that one book a week. This book I've had in here for a long time because I enjoy it so much that I can always review it. So I always carry a book with me. One of the other things that I carry with me, of course, is MacBook Pro. This MacBook is 2014. It's kind of souped up so I can do my video editing and everything like that on here. It's 13-inch. I think in the future I'll be upgrading to the 15-inch because I believe that in order to be productive, you have to be able to see what you're working on, and you need a fast computer to be able to do that. Thanks, Brooklyn. So we got the souped up Mac, we got the book, and of course the tablet. Now busting into one of the more important pockets to me. Of course, I travel with Samsung S9 Plus, big screen, OtterBox case, although it didn't protect it with the last drop on this vacation where I cracked my phone. Super frustrated about that, but I believe it'll be okay in the end. It still works, touchscreen still works. The reason I love this camera, or this phone, is because the storage space is upgradable. I can throw an SD card in there. I can take lots of high definition photos. It's got slow motion and it makes really good selfies. So we carry the S9 Plus by Samsung. One of the other things I carry is a GoPro Hero 5 with this floatable little selfie stick on. Now the reason I use this is because a lot of the shots that I do, I'm in the water. I love the water, and this camera has been able to go with me on some scuba diving journeys, some snorkeling journeys. On this trip, we filmed some turtles with it and some boats. But this is a great little ultra high def camera. Shoots in 4K. Also in 1080, you can film super slow motion shots with it and go into the water. So great camera, floatable arms, so that way if I do drop it when I'm under the water, it rises back to the top and I can find it easily. Now, my two favorite things that I always travel with, of course, 2 pairs of sunglasses, because I always lose 1 pair. So 1 pair of sunglasses is highly recommended. I've always been a fan of these. They're the Maui Gems. They're flexible. They're not going to break on me. And these things will make the watercolor absolutely crystal clear, beautiful blues. And of course the skies, when they're bright, these ones have always been with me. Huge fan of Maui Gems. I'm not being paid by them or anything like that, but maybe in the future they will because they make such great sunglasses. And then of course my Pradas. If I'm going to be flashy, go out to dinner, catch a nice sunset, I do the Pradas. So we have Pradas and Maui Gems, 2 pairs of sunglasses, always important to make sure that if I lose 1 pair, I always have a second pair. Now, let's see. The other thing that I carry in here is chargers. So they're always in the front pocket. So I got a charger for the camera, charger for the GoPro, same USB 3.0, charger for the drone, which we're getting ready to show you here in a second, and then I always have an extra auxiliary charger, or auxiliary cord, in case I'm playing music. When I get to the hotel room, sometimes you can plug right into the auxiliary cord, and then I have a USB 2.0 for anything that it's old, you know, the controllers for the drone is USB 2.0 or anything else other than that. Alright, that's it for now. We're going to show you some of the other footage here in a second. Alright, welcome back. Sometimes when you're traveling with a toddler, every once in a while she has an emergency, aka has to use the bathroom immediately. So we're going to jump back in here to the part 2 of other items that I carry in the bag while traveling every time I go somewhere. So we just went over all the chargers and accessories and the 3-pack charger for the drone, so that way I can charge all 3 of my batteries so I can get that extra hour and a half of flight time. The last thing that I carry in this pocket is usually on my wrist. It's a Movado. I picked this thing up 5 years ago when I first met Michelle and I came back from Afghanistan. So I always carry that with me when I travel. It's a little piece of home that's always with me. So after this pocket and all the other chargers and accessories and camera devices, we'll go into the front pocket, which is usually hygiene, Abercrombie and Mitch, and of course Aquadizio. Now you know the scent, the Durfee. Alright, other than that, of course, we got a toothbrush and toothpaste. In the front pocket, absolute front pocket, is the passport. I always carry my passport with me because I never know if I'm going to jump on a flight and go to the Philippines or some Caribbean island. I want to be able to make sure that I have that option with me, so I always carry my passport anytime I travel, even if I'm just traveling domestically. The other thing I carry in the front pocket is just a set of basic headphones. I used to carry Bose Quiet Comforts, and I loved them, but I left them on an airplane, and when I lost those $300 headphones, it was really frustrating for me, so I haven't picked up another set, although if I ever do get really, into traveling like weekly again for business, then I will pick up another set of Quiet Comforts because it's so nice to be able to throw those things on and block out all of the other ambient noise that's happening. So passports, hygiene, electronics, and on the side pockets, what I carry with me, always carry with me is... Oh yeah, I'll tell you that in a second. I always carry with me business cards in here. This one's actually empty because on this trip, I gave them all out already. And this one is my backup where I carry more business cards with me. And on the back, it says, do more for others than you would ever expect from them. So those business cards always come with me because, again, networking is what's been able to help me grow my business. And I highly encourage you to always carry business cards with you because you never know who you're going to meet. So that always comes to the side. And on this side, I also carry these classic and one of my favorite headphones, Jaybird. They're Bluetooth. They're great for working out. They're sweat resistant, so whenever I hit the gym, I can just pop these bad boys in, and I love them. Bluetooth, again, Jaybirds. If you're looking for another set of headphones, I always carry an extra set. And on this side of my bag is one of my favorite gifts that Brooklyn gave me. It says, I love Daddy. So that sits on my bag everywhere I go. So I'm reminded of her every time I travel. This side is where I usually put all my plane tickets and a comb in case my hair gets way out of style, way out of control and I need to get a haircut. I always carry a comb and baggage tags. So that's usually where I throw my bag, receipts and everything like that when I'm traveling for my airplane tickets. All right, now the main pocket where everything, the most critical items are, is this one right here, and this is the drone. So I always travel with me, I always bring the drone with me, and here's how it's packed. Bam! So this is the DJI Mavic Pro, and with the DJI Mavic Pro, I always carry 3 batteries with me, and of course the controller, charger, I have two different chargers here. One is a USB 3.0, so I can plug it into my Samsung S9 Plus, and I have the other one so I can charge the remote to the drone, the DJI Mavic Pro. Now, what I love about the DJI Mavic Pro is it's so compact. So even though it's in this case where I have all the extra batteries, it fits right into my bag, and when I'm ready to deploy it, boom, just fold it right out, and she's ready. It's small. 4K resolution. It's got some amazing shots on this trip, along other trips, and I absolutely love this. I lost one of my other drones a couple months ago, and it literally almost made me throw up. Alright, so welcome back, and the final item that I always travel with, I just recently picked this piece up, and to tell you the truth, I haven't been 100% satisfied with it since I got it. It was highly recommended. I'm sure maybe you've seen it on Instagram or Facebook, but this is what's called the Smooth. It's what it basically does is it is a gimbal for your phone. So when you're taking shots, it's actually a stabilizer. What it does is it keeps your shot super steady, and you can hold the button and take shots. But what I found with this thing is there are a couple of features. It telescopes, which is nice. So if you really want to get that nice selfie from the top of a hill or a mountaintop, it's awesome. You can also do like these little crane shots, you know, up and over, which is beautiful. But I don't know if it's my phone or if it is this device. But whatever it is about this device is my phone, it'll start to actually shake. It'll get the shake from the video sometimes, and I'm not a big fan of that. I tried balancing, I tried calibrating it, and it's actually really frustrating. The other thing is, when I'm doing a gimbal shot across, it'll actually jump. So imagine like a smooth, buttery shot, and then you have this jump. You can't use it for slow-mo, you can't speed it up, because you always catch it, and I always notice it, and it bothers me. And again, like, I don't know if it's just buggy, if this device is buggy, but I see it doing it, and it's kind of frustrating. But other than that, what I do like about this thing is I can set it up for a time lapse. So when I set this and I telescope it out, and I put this little extension on, it comes with a little tripod, so I can just spin this thing in. Next thing you know, it's set up. I can turn it on and do a time lapse shot with a pan effect. And I like that pan effect. It's beautiful for cinematography and photos, especially sunsets and everything like that. So this was a recent addition to my traveling, video vlogging and everything like that. This is all I carry with me every time I travel. I carry a DJI drone, I carry the Smooth, I carry the Samsung, the GoPro, 2 sets of sunglasses, and of course the MacBook so I can edit everything, and a tablet when I bring Brooklyn. So that's all I really use with me when I'm traveling. If you have other things that are essential when you're traveling, drop them in the comments below. Let me know what items you carry with you when you travel. And of course, I will give you links to every one of these items on YouTube in the information section below. But that's it for now. Thanks for checking out the gear that I travel with, and I'm hoping this helps you when you decide what items to pick up for your travels.